G'day guys and welcome back to Penthouse Playrooms here in jolly old England. We're back for another tour because the last tour that we did, there's been some changes. But I'm of course here with the delightful
Mrs. H.
Mr. H, we're the bed hoppers. Us two.
Both of us. Both.
And I'm of course Kate from the Wanderlust Swingers podcast. We're going to show you around Penthouse Playrooms, a swingers club here, and we're going to show you all the updates and changes from our last video. And what do we think, guys? Just a bit of a spoiler alert. How do you feel about the club?
This is one of our favourite clubs. Well, it's one of my favourite clubs.
That's a tall order.
And I think it was already pretty cool, but the changes they've made have just elevated it a little bit more.
I think this is going to be exciting. You're going to love it.
Awesome. So come with us as we show you around Penthouse Playrooms Swingers Club here in England, in Luton, or Dunstable rather, I beg your pardon, Dunstable in England.
Welcome to the penthouse where the lights are low. Swingers and sinners, let your wild side show. From the dungeon to the dance floor, no shame in the game.
All right, and welcome to the first stop of the club tour, which is the locker area. And so here we have the majority of the lockers that are in the club. There's 100 altogether. The majority of them are down here, and there is a handful kind of a bit further down, and there's some kind of on the next floor up. And what you'll find, we've got some little keys here. These are £10 deposit, so you get them back at the end of the club night. So please don't go home with them. And you just basically help yourself to a locker once you've left the deposit, put your goodies in there, and then you're good to go.
So, do people put the locker keys in a bowl?
Do you put these locker keys in a bowl? You don't need to put these in a bowl. You're in a club that literally has everything you could possibly want. But if you don't, if you really want to put them in a bowl, you go for it.
Welcome to the Penthouse Playrooms wet area. Now, there's some important rules that you need to remember before you come into this section. The first is no glass allowed. You can ask for plastic cups. And it's also really important that you shower before entering the hot tub. Follow me for a little sneak peek on the whole wet area. This is the showers. And if you come up here, there are two glorious hot tubs that you can have fun with your friends. And what swingers club would be complete without a fantastic hot wet area?
Mr. H, while Mrs. H is sitting there having a glass of bubbles, my question to you, good sir, is
Yes.
if I have a fresh spray tan on, can I go in the hot tub?
No, you can't go in the hot tub if you've just had a spray tan. The best tan to go out is go out into the sun, have a wonderful time, top up your tan, safely of course, and then you can get into the hot tub. But don't bring any of that fake spray tan with you.
Okay, Mrs. H.
Yes.
We are in the couples area. Now, this is a fairly new area to Penthouse Playrooms, and I got to be honest, it's pretty nice. I don't know.
It's really quite sexy. Compared to what was here before, this is a much more ambient place for you to like chill out, get to know couples, or people just want to like hang out with, have a nice chat. And then when we go through there, you'll see some more nice stuff. But right here is like nice couches, soft lighting, some music. It's just really chill.
What I love about this area especially is that upstairs where the dance floor is, where the bar area is, can be pretty pumping up there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to have a conversation with another couple. This is a great space to say, hey, are you keen to come down to the couples area to hang out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How would you get somebody down here? Actually, that's a good question. Mrs. H,
Yes.
if you were going to invite a couple to this room,
Yeah.
tell us your tricks and tips. How would you do it?
Well, for one, I think I'd explain that I'm finding it quite hard to have a conversation in the dance area because it's really loud. And maybe it'd be really nice if we could take it like somewhere a bit quieter. So my number one tip would be, why don't we go somewhere a bit quieter where we can just like chill out and get to know each other a bit better. And I know just the place.
And can we have it with an extra sass level now?
Oh, you want sass from me?
Oh,
Are you
sass.
sure?
Yeah. More sexy sass.
More sexy sass. Well, I guess maybe I'd tell them if it came down to this area that I know, it might be a place to get even more intimate because just through there's some more intimate areas like beds.
In other words, if you come down to the area, Mrs. H will make it worth your while. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. But yeah, this is the new couples area at Penthouse Playrooms. Brand new since the last time you saw us film here. And I really like it down here. So definitely come and check it out.
Welcome to the outside area of Penthouse Playrooms. This is a great quiet spot for getting to know your friends even better, for snuggling up for warmth.
Yes, it's very cold.
Definitely.
It's a bit cold
It's
today.
January today.
And also just having a nice chilled out time. Now, ladies, I have a question for you.
Excellent.
Is sex guaranteed in a club?
If you come with Mrs. H, 100%.
Wow.
What a harlot.
Oh my God.
No, it's actually not. It's not guaranteed. And if you come with a really open mind and a great attitude and you find somebody that you vibe with, that's an absolutely perfect thing. But at the end of the day, if you just come and you have a dance or a drink and...
Or maybe just play together as a couple and just take in like all the stuff going on around you. That's absolutely fine as well.
Or play on your own.
Yeah, play on your own. Just like on your own.
But without being too weird about it.
Yeah.
No, but not guaranteed. But definitely it is a really sex positive environment. It's very flirtatious. So there's opportunities there, but not guaranteed.
Now, this is another one of the outdoor areas to Penthouse Playrooms. If you need a smoke or you vape, you need to come out here and then you can enjoy yourself. But it's also a great place to have conversations with other people. And sometimes there's a food truck that rocks up that has some amazing snacks that you can sample while you're here.
Mr. H, question for the outdoor area. I noticed some metal things hanging from above you. What's going on with the heating situation out here?
This area does have some heating. Now, let's be honest, you're outside, so it might be a little bit cold, but the heating does give you a bit of warmth and a bit of extra cover.
G'day everybody and welcome to the bar area of Penthouse Playrooms. Now, not all bars are the same. Some clubs, you can BYOB or bring your own booze. Penthouse Playrooms, it's actually a fully licensed bar. So if you check behind me, a bunch of different cocktails, wine, really anything that you can think of, shots if you want. Prices are super reasonable. You can pay by cash or by card and they'll make you whatever you like. Just be careful not to overdo it on the drinks. We've all been there, especially those sugary little numbers that have little umbrellas in them. They're absolutely delightful.
Kate.
Yes, sir.
What's your favourite cocktail?
Oh gosh, it depends. But I think honestly, espresso martini, it's hard to go past one for the beginning of the night. And then I like to maybe ease into something like a Caf Area or something like that. Maybe a minty one.
All right, and welcome to another really super nice area of the club. This is like the loungy area. The dance floor is just behind us. And then this is like an area where people can like grab a drink from the bar, come and chill out, get to know some people. It's a bit louder up here normally because the music's playing, but it's a really nice area to just chill out.
When might you want to have a little sit down in this area? What part of the evening would you do that?
I like sitting down and having a drink and chatting to people fairly early on, just getting to know people. But if you're like me and getting a little bit older and you've had a bit of a boogie, it's a great place to come and rest those old knees.
And I'm wearing high heels. I like to come and sit down as soon as I can.
I'm now standing behind the DJ booth at Penthouse Playrooms. Personally, I think music in a lifestyle club is as important as consent and having amazing spaces to play in, be your authentic self, because music and dancing and having a good time, feeling that energy is a really big part of my lifestyle experience. So on a lot of clubs, you'll have DJ booths where they generally tend to play some booty shaking, if not the top 40 range. And here at Penthouse, definitely it sets the mood with their amazing dance floor. So come and check this out, actually. Lots to do here in the dance floor area, but as you can see, I'm also joined by the lovely Mrs. H, and I do actually have a question for her. Mrs. H, you seem to be perched on a pole.
Well, I'm perched by a pole. You won't find me on a pole, frankly. However, the pole is here and I'm using it as a resting device.
Excellent. Now, in a lot of clubs, or some clubs on different events, you might find performers. I'm curious, when might you see a performer here at Penthouse Playrooms?
So on a regular club night, you may find performers, you may not. It could just be that people like to get down and dirty around the pole. But if you come to one of the events like Kate runs or like, we join up, then you'll definitely find a performer and it's highly likely you'll see some pole action.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to get up and give it a go. Even if you are an amateur dancer, even if it's your first time, do feel confident to get up and try to dance around the pole, because you would be amazed at what a great flirting mechanism it is, because if you get up on that pole, you're going to be memorable, right?
I will definitely be memorable for all the wrong reasons, but other people, yes, have a go.
Yeah, give it a go, strip off, get a bit sexy, have a bit of fun. So yeah, check it out. Check out this really cool dance area. I'm in one of the brand new refurbished rooms since the last time we came here. We weren't kidding when we told you that there's been some changes, which is why we're doing this club tour again. One of the amazing things about Penthouse Playrooms, truly something that I don't see at a lot of clubs around the world, and I've been to over 40 clubs, is the constant renovations and thought put into the club, actually putting back some of the money and resources into the club to make things better. And this is a true treat, because if you lived close to this club, or maybe you only get to visit it a couple of times a year, you can be sure that the next time you come, there's actually something new to see, a new space, or something just beautiful like this, that's really cool, really sexy, a bit fun as well. And so that's something that Penthouse Playrooms actually really do. And no, I am not sponsored by Penthouse Playrooms, and no, I don't have any investment in it. I just think that it's really great to see club owners that take feedback from their community, really seem to care about the type of venue that they're putting forward. And it's not just consent focused, it's about your experience here. So yeah, this is a beautiful room, and quite frankly, I can't wait to party here. A really important part of clubs is knowing the different features of different areas. Now, we're in a new section of Penthouse Playrooms that we haven't been in before.
We have not. So this is the first time I'm seeing this room, and I'm really, really impressed. It's pretty sexy.
It is sexy, but interestingly enough, this is one of the few rooms in Penthouse Playrooms that actually has a lock on it. So if a door has a lock, of course, you should not come in. But if a couple was, or a few couples were in here and they were playing too long, Mrs. H, what's the etiquette surrounding that?
So, I mean, I think this is just down to just being a good human being, but there is a handy little timer in this room. So you can switch the little time turner, sand timer, and it'll give you 30 minutes to play in this room. And I think that's a really good idea because it doesn't monopolise the room, and it gives everyone a chance to enjoy the facilities without just like staying in here the whole time and spoiling it for everyone else.
Yeah, so if this is your first time to Penthouse Playrooms and you meet somebody that, or a few people that you want to play with, but you don't really want to do it in an open space where other people might see you or ask to join in, this would be a spot where you can come in here, close the door, lock it, get the privacy that you need, have some playtime, but as Mrs. H just said, do the right thing and don't monopolise the room because the rest of us want to play too.
You can be efficient in half an hour.
You can be efficient in half an hour.
And if you can't, then work on it. Get all your best moves out.
Get your best moves out, which apparently for some people is their best moves are at 2 a.m.
Maybe, not mine.
So check out Penthouse Playrooms. Do a tour here. If you're unsure, ask the staff. They'll actually take you on a tour.
Oh, absolutely. They are very happy to show you around. I mean, it's a huge place. I get lost frequently here, but, you know, they're really happy to show you all the facilities, tell you all the do's and don'ts. There's handy signs around the place as well, so you can't really mess up. But just in case you do forget, they'll take you on a nice little tour around.
Or do what I like to do and go and have a little look-see-loo, because that is allowed here, as long as you're not doing it in a creepy way.
Oh, no, don't be creepy.
Don't be creepy. That's us signing off. So that has been the Penthouse Playrooms tour. We'll get Mr. H back here really quickly to sign off, and then we'll get out of here. Yeah. I'm gonna swap over. We're gonna do things like on the hands-free. Mr. H, go. We can make this happen. Flawless.
Flawless.
Here he is.
I've come here to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yo, it's Luke in the Uber, headed to the spot, Penthouse Playrooms, yeah, you know it's hot. Pull up to the door, Shanice got the list. You got your ticket, mate, or you getting dismissed? She checks my bag, I ain't packing no stress. Security's tight, but I'm dressed to impress. Lock of keys handed, I'm ready to go. Sneak a peek at the hot tub, vibes start to flow. Upstairs to the bar, cocktails on tap, see Jojo on the decks. Spinning that trap, porn star martinis, mojitos and gin bear, cheeky smiles, let the night begin. Welcome to the penthouse, where the lights are low. Swingers and sinners, let your wild side show. From the dungeon to the dance floor, no shame in the game. Penthouse Playrooms, remember the name. Yo, take a stroll around the club, what do I see? A dungeon room with chains, naughty and free, glory hole, peep shows, fantasies alive, everyone smiling, feeling that vibe. Pole in the corner, dancers swinging round, I'm on the dance floor, bass shaking the ground. Saw a bloke in a mask, said, mate, is that you? Turns out it's my neighbor, didn't have a clue. Upstairs, more room, silk sheets and toys, couples and singles, grown-up joys. But don't get it twisted, it's all in good fun. Constant's the rule, and that's rule number 1. Welcome to the penthouse, where the lights are low. Swingers and sinners, let your wild side show. From the dungeon to the dance floor, no shame in the game. Penthouse Playrooms, remember the name.